As easy as it is for those of us who are white to look back and say, that's a terrible statement. I grew up in a very segregated South. And I think that you have to cut some slack. And I'm going to be probably the only conservative in America who's going to say something like this. But I'm just telling you, we've got to cut some slack to people who grew up being called names, being told you have to sit in the balcony when you go to the movie. You have to go to the back door to go into the restaurant. And you can't sit out there with everyone else. There's a separate waiting room in the doctor's office. Here's where you sit on the bus. And you know what? Sometimes people do have a chip on their shoulder and resentment. And you have to just say, I probably would too. Yeah. I probably would too. In fact, I may have had a more of a chip on my shoulder had it been me.
Obviously, that would not be my choice, but I do know Senator Obama. He does not share those views, and we get sometime. I don't. A lot of those statements I have just heard for the first time that you mentioned, but I know that, for example, I've had endorsement of some people that I didn't share their views, but they endorsed mine, and so I think we've got to be very careful about that.
But he wasn't your pastor for 20
precedents. There are those who see a pattern, false or true. They see it. After those precedents, there are those who see an intent, false or true. They see it. After those precedents, there are those who see the Clinton campaign's anything but benign neglect of the Ferraro catastrophe, falsely or truly, as a desire to hear the kind of casual prejudice which still haunts the society voiced, and to not distance the campaign from it. To not distance you from it, Senator. To not distance you from that which you as a woman and Senator Obama as an African-American should both know and feel with the deepest of personal pain, which you should both fight with all you have, which you should both ensure has no place in this contest, ever. This, Senator Clinton, is your campaign.